job well done. Your musical ability is outstanding, and we'll miss you carrying around that huge metal water bottle everywhere you go. I'm pretty sure that water bottle made the yearbook at least 3 times. Jaden, we're going to miss your airplane socks at jazz band concerts, and your never-ending optimism and follow-through. We'll miss Brennan's quiet presence and willingness to help others in computer science. Your readiness to give back to your classmates in a dependable way was noticed by your teachers and will be missed. Kylan, we're going to miss your constant force of energy and your involvement in pretty much everything. However, we're also really excited that you finally get to be Instagram buddies with your teachers. We know that you've been counting down. John, we'll miss your amazing talent on stage and your chess club leadership. Your drive, independence, and initiative will be greatly missed. Laura, we're going to miss your infectious smile and your positive spirit. Lyons was a brighter place because of the sunshine that you brought every day. We'll miss Jewel's constant force of helpfulness, including 6 a.m. pancake flipping for middle school awards on senior skip day. Ashley, we'll miss your spirited discussions of what constitutes a hat and our quality time studying for government tests. But most of all, we're going to miss your signature snaps. Ethan, we'll miss your passion for all things marine biology. You've been focused on a dream, and your focus and determination will be missed. Gavin, our jazz band won't be the same without your enthusiastic trumpet playing and your wah-wah muting. Miss Carheeden is definitely going to miss her free Starbucks in the morning. We'll miss Drew's perseverance to win a bet. 0 tardies for the last 7 weeks of your high school career, all because your mom challenged you. Drew, you are so secure in your own skin, which makes you the cool cat around Lyons. And Summer, your loyal and dedicated friendships with peers will be greatly missed, along with your subtle humor and hard work. Lily, we're going to miss your passion for education. You were the very first student from Lyons to participate in the district's P-Teach program. Lyons Elementary and Miss Wilson will miss you. Tristan, Miss Striz is going to miss your random questioning at the beginning of English class, and she's looking forward to being the first guest on your late night talk show. We'll miss your smile in our halls. We're going to miss Rachel's kindness, and I'm sure that Alex Bustos is going to miss his PE buddy. You've been his #1 cheerleader, pun intended. Hope, your teachers will remember you as a sweet student who always seemed to bring your A game in the organization category. In fact, I hear that Miss Carheden's room greatly benefited from your organizational prowess. And Coach Richardson and the basketball team will miss you, Hope-a-Dope. Logan Farner, who knew you were a human calculator? We're going to miss your ninja computational skills and your radioactively white shoes with 0 scuffs, just the way you like them. We're going to miss Tyler's Mr. Positive attitude. You are the caretaker of all of our Lions. We'll miss you, Ty Man. Devin, you have a beautiful voice and immense talent on stage. We'll miss your kind and caring personality and your willingness to be a volunteer firefighter. We're going to miss David's dedication and commitment and his leadership on the baseball field. He's golfed for 15 years, 4 of which were at the varsity level during high school. I'm also going to miss always interrupting David's study time to make him run errands for me during his office aid period in the office. Thorne, we're excited to see what you do with your culinary aspirations, and just remember, we will always volunteer to help taste test your newest dishes. We're going to miss Colton's voice on our daily announcements, even when those announcements include annoying reminders about PDAs. Colton's leadership and contribution to our school and district has been unforgettable. We're all going to miss our capital C Colton. Derek, our resident sports statistician, we will miss your passion for sports, and we look forward to hearing you calling games one day as the announcer of your favorite team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're going to miss Jack Henry's constant smile. He's been a ray of sunshine in our halls, and his positive spirit will be missed. Brooke, your determination is unparalleled. I am proud of you, and I look forward to you putting your tenacious spirit into action after high school. Carolyn, you truly engaged in the high school experience to learn everything you could to achieve your dreams, and we can't wait to hear about your art gallery. We're going to miss Ava's smile and her behind-the-scenes support of all things Lyons. Ava, you've been a dependable force of leadership. Marin, your creativity bloomed this year. You will forever go down in history as playing the best Gloria to ever hit the Lion stage. Plus, you made my eyes leak a little last night in your senior night speech. Logan Kuski, I I know you may think that people think of you as Logan the pole vaulter, but we know you are so much more. You are a smart, talented, service-oriented, and you have the drive to succeed in everything you do. Your determination will be missed. And Henry, we'll miss your commitment to trying new things, like learning multiple instruments to contribute to our jazz band, although I think most band members will remember you most for your witty commentary. Every single graduate in the class of 2019 will be missed for the unique and positive impact they have had on our school. And we look forward to seeing the impact they have on the world. Graduates, you will always be Lyons. Thank you for the opportunity to be your principal. And congratulations on this huge accomplishment. Thank you. Before we begin our student speeches, I would like to first invite Mr. Jimmy Howe and the Lyons Middle Senior High School Show Choir to the stage area. Our show choir will be performing "I'll Be On My Way." Thank you, Mr. Howe, and students. That was outstanding. This year, an extraordinary group of students have made their way to the top of their class academically. They are the honor graduates, the top 10% of the class of 2019. These 5 students, Samuel Glasgow, Colton John-Jack Plon, Logan Kuski, Kylie Udovich, and Kylan Christensen, epitomize the keen intellect and determination found at our school. They are gifted academically while also participating in many extracurricular activities. They will travel nationwide to attend some of the country's finest educational institutions. Today, we will be hearing first from Colton, Logan, Kylie, and Kylan with a planned group speech with a uniting theme. This will be followed by a speech from our valedictorian, Samuel Glasgow. I now ask that Colton, Logan, Kylie, and Kylan join me on stage. Colton John-Jack Plon and Logan Kuski are this year's co-salutatorians. Colton served as the student body president this year and lettered in athletics for all 4 years of his high school career. He has successfully completed 7 advanced placement courses and plans to attend Stanford University next year, where he'll be studying aerospace engineering. Logan lettered in all 4 years of her high school career, and she successfully completed 6 advanced placement classes. Logan plans to attend Minnesota State University Mankato, where she is committed to pole vault and will be studying biomedical science. Kylie Udovich served this year as our National Honor Society president. She has successfully completed 7 AP courses and lettered all 4 years. Kylie plans to attend Western Washington University in Bellingham, Washington, where she will be studying astrophysics. Kylan Christensen was our senior class president, and she served in other leadership roles in National Honor Society and the Leo Club. She has successfully completed 6 AP courses and also lettered all 4 years of high school. Kylan plans to attend Westmont College in Santa Barbara, California, and will be studying international relations. These outstanding students have come together as a team to share their lessons learned and their call to action for our graduates today. They will be delivering a group speech to address how they have used their time here to learn the power of perspective, the impact of joy, and the importance of perseverance.
In our time here, we have learned the power of perspective, the impact of joy, and the importance of perseverance. I'm here to talk about time. As a freshman, my teachers, coaches, and older peers would always tell me how fast the 4 years went by, and how it would be over before I knew it, because after all, time flies when you have fun. That was probably one of the most repetitive things I heard as a freshman. And at the time, I strongly disagreed with their statements. However, in an instant, I was a senior in high school, sitting in the library, preparing for my graduation speech. Time is a constant. We cannot change it. All we can do is make the most of the time we have. There has been many times in the past year where I thought to myself about how unfair it was that I had to leave the people I have grown to love so much. How unfair it was that I did not have more time. But I've come to realize just how fortunate I am to have gotten the time that I did with them. I am so lucky to have people in my life that make it so hard to say goodbye. We do not have the power to control and manipulate time, no matter how hard we wish for it. But we do, however, have the power to make the most of it. Time is a key factor in success. Without it, you cannot accomplish the dreams you have desired to obtain. The time you put into something determines the outcome. After 4 years of listening to Coach Roberts telling me to trust the process and be patient, I have finally come to realize that. If you really want something, you have to put the time and effort in. It cannot happen overnight. You must give yourself time to grow and reach the goals you have set. Lose the expectation of getting what you want when you want it, because that's not how life works. trust the process, and be patient. This doesn't just occur in athletics or school. This is also a prominent theme in relationships. True friends are the ones that sacrifice their own time for the benefit of you. Time is a relative concept. 40 hours with the right person could feel like 30 minutes. My friends at Lyons have taught me that. Like time, they were a constant in my life. You have only so much time, so choose to spend it with those who you love and who love you. Choose those who stay till the end of the track meet to chant names during the 4x4. Choose the people that will sing their heart out with you on drives home. The ones who you can have lunch with every day without running out of jokes to laugh at. The ones that make the worst class the best class, and the longest run go by too fast. Leo Christopher once said, there is only one thing more precious than time, and that's who we spend it on. My advice to everyone is, make the most out of the time you have. If you love someone, tell them. If you miss someone, call them. Do not be afraid. Use the time you have now to be happy. Remember, the people you spend your time with also contribute to your perspective.
Most of you know me as Logan, the pole vaulter, so it's not a surprise that I'm going to talk about track. Please bear with me. I want to tell you about an experience this season that inspired me to talk about the power of perspective. A few weeks ago, we had our league meet. I remember feeling excited. I had hoped to redeem myself since I had not performed well yet this season. At this meet, I was ready to set a personal record. As I walked off the pit after my second failed attempt at my first height, I remember the moment the panic hit. Approaching my third and final attempt, I tried to calm myself. But my plans for that day shattered in an instant as the bar fell on that attempt. I was disqualified. Overcome by devastation, I had not only disappointed myself, but also my team and coaches. Immediately, I felt myself being sucked down a black hole. The feeling of disappointment and self-doubt was overwhelming, paralyzing. I found myself confiding in my teammate who, with just a few words, pulled me from the darkness. She said, "Logan, how blessed are you that you got to pole vault today?" Adjusting my perspective made all the difference, because once you start down the road of despair, there's no turning back. Your brain has already made that decision. This is why it's important to spend your time with people who remind you to change your perspective. This experience is one of many that reminds me to find success within my failures. When learning about perspective, I came across the visual, without darkness, there are no stars. This quote deals directly with how you interpret all aspects of life. The darkness representing the battles a little bit tougher than you, the circumstances that are rather unfortunate, and the harsh words defining your life. Perspective is about learning how to deal with such significant defeat. It's the ability to view these battles as successes. With the same attitude, each and every star holds so much beauty no matter its size. The star I gained from this meet was the reminder that there are things bigger in my life than pole vault. By coming to peace with the outcome, the event no longer controlled me. If you choose to see everything with equal amounts of positivity, you will only receive positive results. Sometimes it's best to zoom into an event in order to dissect the positivity, to block out comparison, but being able to see the big picture is just as important. This is the virtue of perspective. Perspective teaches you to look at every experience as an opportunity for growth. This is accepted when it's understood that your destiny is focused on the growth of your spirit rather than the circumstance of your flesh. This allows you to look at each situation as, how will this help me grow, instead of, why is this happening to me? As long as you welcome adequate perspective, your foundation will withstand the worst battles life throws at you. You get to choose the power of perspective. We have not yet mastered the skill because it's very hard, but we must remember how important it is. Perspective opens your eyes to new journeys, helps you defy fear, and strengthens your faith in destiny. Perspective grants you peace with your situations and reveals the freedom of joy.
Continuing on the theme of lessons learned, I have chosen to describe how I have learned about the impact of joy in my life. If I have learned one thing from high school, is that I actually do not know everything. Surprising, I know. However, I have experienced much joy during my time here. Some things you'll learn in the classroom, but there are some things you'll learn by example. My first example, Laura Hickey. If you know Laura, you know joy. Oftentimes when I'm looking for Laura, I just listen for a laugh. She truly lives with an effervescence and happiness which is contagious to the people around her. She looks at life through a positive lens. If Laura doesn't succeed the first time, it's not that Laura cannot do something. It's simply that she cannot do it yet. She has taught me how to live with joy daily. When you think about living with joy, think about the person who gives their location away with their laugh. Example 2, November 6, 2015. That was the day our volleyball team lost in the regional tournament to Yuma High School. I will always remember this game. I got taken after the game and I sat on the bench, feeling like a burden to my team. My heart was heavy as I got on the bus ride home. But then I heard someone playing music. A few girls started singing together, and soon a few more joined in. Before you knew it, we all had our phone flashlights out and we were singing at the top of our lungs. My hope was restored that next time we met Yuma, we would be stronger because of what we had gone through together that night, and I found joy through that hope. I found that sometimes people will give you joy when you don't think you can find it yourself. My final example, my mother's graduation speech at Lyons HS School in 1989. I ironically learned that my mother had spoke about choosing joy after I had also decided to speak on joy. My mother's speech told the story of two men in a hospital room, one with a bed by the window and one without. The man by the window described the great views outside to lighten each day for the man without the view. While the man without the view enjoyed the vivid descriptions of the outside world, he was also jealous of not having the view for himself. One day, the man by the window died, and the second man requested to be moved to the window, only to find that the view was a brick wall. Realizing there really was no view, the man understood the value of his friend who had chosen instead to see sunshine, lakes, and sailboat races. This story taught me that sometimes you have to choose joy in tough circumstances. As my mother put it, each and every one of us will have to make the choice for ourselves. After all, what we see often depends on what we are looking for. Joy has had a profound impact in my life. Over these past 4 years, I've learned that sometimes you have joy, like my dear friend Laura. Sometimes people will give it to you, like when you feel beaten on the bus ride home, but sometimes you have to look for it, even if the view isn't that great. Thank you, class of 2019, for helping me persevere to find the joy over the past 4 years.
Have you ever gotten knocked down? What do you do? Did you quit, stop, give up? Or did you get up and continue forward? That's perseverance. Graduation is a celebration of our perseverance. We have all faced opposition throughout our time at Lyons. Yet, we stand here in front of you as proof that we survived these challenges, we learned, and we persevered. For me, perseverance is learned from my 4 years on the cross-country team. If you've never competed in a 5K, first of all, good for you. Competing in a cross-country race is the most painful thing I have ever willingly done. For around 20 minutes, your whole body is telling you to stop running. Why are you running? Why did you eat this morning? I'm going to empty your stomach now. But no matter how much pain you're in, no matter how much you want to quit, you have to keep going, putting one foot in front of the other, step by step. Throughout my time in Lyons, I've used the infamous phrase, lose the battle, win the war. And although many times this quote may have been said as a joke, it has much truth to it. I, like all my classmates, have lost countless battles. My sophomore year of state track, during the 4x800 meet relay, I was beaten by hundredths of a second on the finish line, devastatingly losing the battle. Only to work hard, come back, and win the race the following 2 years, as well as take the school record, winning the war. As I look around at my fellow classmates, we've each faced our own battles. But with the help of our friends, family, and the community, we continue to win the war. No matter how many battles you lose, always continue forward. And as Winston Churchill once said, never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in. Our class was in 7th grade, when the flood of 2013 hit. And though now it may seem like a distant memory, we will carry it with us forever. While on our paths throughout life, persevere and flow like water. Water does not resist, water flows. Water always goes where it wants to go. And nothing in the end can stop it. Water is patient. Dripping water can wear away a stone, and a tiny stream over time can make a canyon. Remember, you're already 60% water. You're more than halfway there. If you can't go through an obstacle, go around it. Water always finds a way. Always find a way. Congratulations, class of 2019. We made it. We made it past every obstacle that was thrown our way, and understanding the strength of our class, I know we will continue to persevere through anything life brings before us. In our time at Lyons, we have learned the power of perspective, the impact of joy, and the importance of perseverance. Thank you.
Please give another round of applause for Colton, Logan, Kylan, and Kylie. Thank you, honor graduates. The highest ranking student in the class of 2019 is our class valedictorian, Samuel Glasgow. Sam, will you please join me on stage? I asked him where his water bottle was. Sam was the yearbook section leader in his senior year and lettered in baseball and band for 3 in high school. He has successfully completed 7 advanced placement courses and plans to attend the University of Virginia this fall, where he will study economics and computer science.
Thank you, Dr. Schmidt, for the kind words. Also, nice speeches, guys. First and foremost, on behalf of the class of 2019, I would like to thank everyone who has supported us through our journey from our first day of school all the way through our graduation today. I'd like to extend a warm thanks to the new administration that has propelled Lyons incredibly far in the short span of a year, cultivating new student culture along the way. I'd like to thank all of the relatives and parents here today for helping us through long nights of homework, driving us to and from games, listening to every concert imaginable, and quite frankly, getting us to this day in one piece. Finally, I would like to thank all the teachers here today. Your work and dedication to each and every student that walks into your classroom is one of the most meaningful gifts that anyone can possibly give. Every graduate here with me today has had incredible support from all of you. We all thank you. Growing up, one of the greatest challenges I faced was self-doubt. Doubt that I could properly field a baseball, get the grade, or make new friends, to name a few. This doubt rose out of what I perceived as failure. Maybe I missed a grounder or got a B on the science test. Those failures sometimes resulted in me deciding that I couldn't accomplish my goal, that I just wasn't capable. But my dad would always remind me that if you decide that you can't do something, then you'll never be able to, that you can't. But if you decide that you can do something, then you most certainly can. Of course, this was easy for my dad to say. He wasn't the one who struck out 3 times and watched a fly ball. But as it turns out, these failures weren't really failures after all. They were really lessons, stepping stones to my own growth. The lesson might have been that I could improve by focusing during baseball practice and finding ways to study more effectively. But something more meaningful to you is what I learned about the universal idea of failure and success. In my own experience, what I learned after making a mistake or getting a bad grade was that I would allow that to dictate my mindset after the fact. You better not miss this baseball, Sam. You better get an A on this test. But these constricted mindsets that many of us experience after a failure work entirely against us. The seemingly simple idea that my dad taught me to never limit myself has been reinforced here at Lyons. The deeply connected culture at our school encourages growth and the pursuit of passion in all walks of life. athletics, academics, the arts, and everything in between. The perfect example of this is my fellow classmate Jaden, who even before he could talk showed intense fascination for airplanes. Fast forward to now, and Jaden is going to have his private pilot's license within a week or two. That's amazing. Congratulations, Jaden. Or my classmate Gavin, who loves music and understands that it brings people together. Realizing this, Gavin has chosen to study jazz performance at Metro State University. That takes courage. Congratulations, Gavin. Or even my classmate and friend Ava McCall, who realized her interest in politics a few years back. She is now the assistant campaign manager for a candidate running for the United States Senate. She's 18. Congratulations, Ava. These three of my fellow students, and many more in this class, share the common thread of mindset. A mindset that recognizes no limits to human ability, imagination, and passion. Today, we celebrate a significant milestone in all of our lives. We are also presented with new opportunities to step out of our comfort zone and do things we've never done before, while growing in the process. I encourage you to take these opportunities and grow. I encourage you to pursue the things you love. Class of 2019 and all, know that you can do it. Lastly, I'd like to again thank every faculty member, staff member, coach, and all of our families for everything you've done for us. I love Lyons, and I've loved every single second I've spent here. We're family. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam, for your thoughtful and insightful speech. Please give one more round of applause for our Class of 2019 valedictorian, Sam Glasgow. Miss Joey Segrist, would you please join me at the podium? On behalf of the Lyons Middle Senior High School staff and administration, we hereby certify that these members of the Class of 2019, seated here before us, have met or exceeded the graduation requirements, as defined by the St. Vrain Valley School District Board of Education. As a result, we would be proud to present them with their diploma from the St. Vrain Valley School District.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. It is my pleasure to accept the recommendations set forth by Lyons High School staff and by the authority of the Board of Education for the St. Vrain Valley Schools District. I do confer upon each of these candidates their high school diploma with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibility that comes with it. We will now begin the awarding of diplomas. I would like to introduce Mr. Roberts to the podium.
It is my pleasure and honor to read the names of each graduating member of the class of 2019 as they come forward to receive their diplomas. Parents and guardians, we will be honoring you today as well. Each senior will deliver a rose to you and give you a much-deserved hug and a kiss to show their appreciation for all your support and love. Seniors, upon returning to your seat, please remain standing until all of your row has returned so you can all sit down together. We are now ready for our first group to come to the stage. Sydney Noelle Adams. Isabella Noelle Alexander. Finn Everett Basie. Jaden Jennings Batts. Andrew Ryan Booth. Brennan Joseph Boyes. David Matthew Brett. Trinity Leanne Brubaker. Tristan Michael Chavez Arnold. Kylan Anna Christensen. Maya Corinne Corsell. James Dorshell. Rachel Marion Riley. Walter Ernst Freeman. Jasmine Esquivel. Brandon Scott Evans. Logan Andrew Farner. Tyler James Fortier. Amber Marie Furman. Samuel Grady Glasgow. Carolyn Rachel Hacker. Summer Rain Hall. One more time with that beautiful smile. Laura John Mark Hoffman. Ashley Brent Howdeshell. Devin Lee Eisenhart. We talked about her stage presence earlier. Colton Sowen Sky Jean-Jacques Blanc. Derek Richard Kern. Hope Rain Kincaid. Logan Macy Kuski. Jack Henry, Jake London. Joaquin Nicholas Ivan Marinkovic Anguita. Connor Matthew Bach. Ava Rose McCall. Brenna Maxine McCall. Erin Olivia Newhart. Henry Patrick Richardson. Brooke Lynn Sanders. Lillian Claire Stewart. Jose Luis Sturgis Chafty. Jewel Donna Thomas. Kylie Bagardi Budovich. Lauren Santino Vasquez. Gabrielle Lewis Walker. Ethan James Wilson. Bringing up the end in servant leader mode, Gavin Christopher Warland. Miss Ford, stop moving for just a moment, please. Go back over this direction. Before I let Dr. Andrea Smith have the microphone back, on behalf of our staff, faculty, and community, one more big thank you for Dr. Andrea Smith and Miss Colleen Ford and the work that they have done, not just today, but this year, in coming into our community and making themselves such an integral part in such a short period of time. A big hand of welcome for Dr. Andrea Smith and Ms. Colleen Ford.
That
was not in the script, Mr. Roberts, but thank you. Graduates of the class of 2019, please stand and turn towards the stage. We are preparing to move your tassel from the right side to the left side. This position of the tassel represents that you have been confirmed as a graduate. Are you ready? Seniors, move your tassel to the left. And now graduates, please face the audience. I now present the Lyons Middle Senior High School class of 2019. Thank you for the